You ever look at some people and just think, man, they've got it all figured out. They just seem confident, while you feel like you're kind of stuck on the sidelines? Well, today we're going to look at a way to build confidence, not as some magical feeling, but as a skill. We're breaking down something called the RISE method. So let's just start with this one big idea. What if confidence isn't this mysterious thing you're either born with or you're not? Seriously, what if it was more like a formula, a repeatable process that you could actually learn and use? I mean, thinking about it that way, well, that changes everything when it comes to tackling self-doubt. But, before we can build something new, we got to clear the ground first. And that means we have to get real about something every single one of us deals with, in one way or another. And that is the challenge of self-doubt. You know that little voice in your head, the one that tells you, nah, don't speak up, or don't even bother applying for that job. That feeling like something invisible is holding you back? Here is the absolute most important thing to get right now. It is not just you. This is a human thing. So many people feel this way every single day. Okay, so recognizing the problem is step one, for sure. But what's step two? We got to find a way to move forward, right? So let's get into the main idea here. A method, a real strategy to rise above all that doubt. So what is this RISE method exactly? Well, it's a technique for self-improvement that's all about systematically, step-by-step, building your confidence. The source material does say it was designed with women in mind, maybe to help with some specific societal pressures we all know about. But honestly, the framework here, it's good for anyone. And RISE is an acronym, which makes it easy to remember. R is for reflect, taking an honest look at where you are right now. I is for identify, pinpointing one tiny specific thing you can do. S is for step, actually doing the thing. And E is for evaluate, looking back, giving yourself credit for trying, and seeing what you learned. It's a cycle, not a one-and-done kind of thing. And this just nails the whole point. Rise above self-doubt. It's so active, right? It's not about pretending doubt doesn't exist, because let's be real, it always will. It's about having a process to get to a place where that doubt isn't the one driving the car anymore. So why is having a method, a process like this so important? This really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's all about the massive difference between just wishing for something and actually having a plan to build it. Just take a look at this. It makes it so clear. Over on the left, you've got the vague goal. I want to be more confident. I mean, we've all said that, right? But it's like saying you want to drive to a new city without a map. Now look at the right, a structured method like RISE. That's your map. That's your GPS telling you the next turn. It takes a fuzzy wish and turns it into a real project. And let's get into why having that map is such a game changer. A structured approach gives you a clear path, so you're not just guessing what to do next. It makes your progress something you can actually track. You can look back and say, wow, look how far I've come, which feels amazing. It turns this big, fuzzy idea of confidence into small things you can actually do. And maybe the best part, it builds momentum. Every small win makes the next one easier, creating this awesome positive feedback loop that just keeps going. So the big question is, how do you actually use this? We've talked about what it is and why it works. Now let's talk about the how. It really is all about just taking that very first step on your own path. And that first step, it's not even something you do with your feet. It's a shift in your mind. It's making a conscious decision that you are going to build your confidence, not just sit around and wish for it to show up someday. That choice, right there, that's the foundation for everything else. So here it is, a super simple, super powerful framework to put this all into action. Number one, acknowledge the challenge. Be real with yourself. That's the reflect part of RISE. Two, find your method. Maybe it's RISE, maybe it's something else, but find a system. Three, take that first step. That's the identify and step part of the cycle. And four, just keep repeating the process. This little loop is how you actually unlock your confidence over time. And that really brings us to the end here, because this isn't about just learning something new. It's about doing something with it. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Forgetting the big, huge goal for a second. What is the very first, very small, concrete step you will take, maybe even today, to start building your own method for confidence?